it's up. Alt F4.
Is it? I guess it is save. Yeet.
Okay, we'll continue with you, Sagan. Let me know if you want to do it over text, or I can drag you down or whatever.
Okay.
But we're gonna focus a little more on the other three people because obviously you got like 2.5 hours on Thursday,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
we'll kind of
yeah.
just push forward. Okay, so a couple things that I wanted to hit with everybody before we got started, just really quick, was touching base on a couple of the new systems that kind of came out regarding notoriety and so on and so forth. I just wanted to hit those very, very, very quick because you're going to start seeing the consequences of these systems kind of coming to fruition. And I will basically, at the end of every single session, after I do rolls, I will post an updated notoriety list, and that'll give you guys kind of an idea because you guys are going to be aware at this point like how much you've pissed them off. So how does notoriety work? There's levels 1 through 5, right? So these are, I posted it, but these are the kind of the quote unquote guidelines of what those mean. They're not 100% like 1,000% accurate, but they're pretty close. It should be what you should be expecting based on the level. So if you're level 1, the immediate areas that have been affected by you will have people that may or may not be able to call you out. Hostility will vary from group to group, but for the most part, it will be some strong choice of words and information given about your location. Basically, it'd be the equivalent of me like, oh, why am I echoing? Oh, it's Colby. He was in here muted. I can hear myself. He was in the Roll20. It's all good. So that would be the equivalent of like, say you go to their turf, like they own a corner or they own like a street, and that's where their shops are, and that's kind of where they all hang out. If you fuck up around there, anybody that lives is gonna be able to be like, yo, it's those fucking dudes. Like, hey man, like what the fuck are you doing back here? Blah blah blah. Obviously, results may vary if you decide to just, kill everybody on the street, which is usually what y'all have done. So you guys usually skip over level 1 and level 2 because they find, 35 plus fucking dead bodies, and then they go, oh, okay. Level 2 is immediate areas will be openly hostile to you and will confront you if you stick around an area for too long. Information will also be passed to lower level metahumans as well as some of the higher up people of the gang/group. Level 3 is a higher up is aware of your presence and your actions have been reported. Random events will now happen if going through their territories of a rate of 1d20 on an 18 or higher. Information is passed around and all lower level metas/grunts will know of you. Level 4, a higher up has been killed by you or some other catastrophic event, i.e., you've like broken into something, stolen enough shit, or just made your presence known. Other higher ups are aware of your presence, and random events will occur on a d20 of 16 and higher. Outside bounty hunters will be placed on the group if they can afford to get in order to kill you. Level 5, the highest level, is multiple higher ups have been killed or you've done enough damage to public image. Random events will now happen on a 1d20 of 14 or higher, and outside bounty hunters will be given more money allocation to kill you. Head honcho of the group is aware of you and now personally wants you dead and out of their hair. Once you have reached level 4 or higher, once per in-game week, I will shadow roll a 1d100, and information will be attempted to be gathered on 4 stacks of information, which basically varies of I need to get higher than a 75. So anything 75 or higher, I will get a stack of information. On 4 stacks of information, a raid will take place on whatever the dice decide. This will be an assault on either a base or an NPC or a player character. Multiple stacks of information can be given depending on how sloppily you execute a raid, i.e., if you go into a warehouse, destroy everything, and leave a shit ton of evidence, instead of giving 1d100, I will give myself anywhere from 2 to 5. This can go up until I've basically confirmed how well you've hidden yourself. If you're caught on video camera, that hurts. If you leave survivors, that hurts. So all of those things, if you do too many things in a row, i.e., you just start fucking hitting up every single gravedigger group off the block, it will hurt. It's basically a dynamic reactive system that is going to work to punish or temper what actions you guys are going about to either A, encourage you to get more allies and to spread your breath, or B, actually just go and finish the job. So if you want them to stop being annoying to you, then, we got to do that. You will not know how much information has been gathered or where the attack is going to go unless you get somebody with information of or through the group, or you find a meta with a power of like clairvoyance or something like that to be able to warn you of what is coming. If you fit those requirements, they can help you, but it really just depends on how strong their ability is and how much they are into you and what you're doing. All in all, the notoriety system should help kind of breathe in some more random events that are going to make a little more sense, because at the end of the day you guys are fucking a lot of people's livelihoods, so it only makes sense that eventually they're going to want to fucking run your shit. So this is why I encourage you guys to either have secret bases of operation or also have some form of base of operations or just something. That's really it. So just really quick, I am going to just put a copy paste of the latest notoriety chart as of this game right now. So
Right.
I
Does
don't want
Vespucci
grave.
really have that much on us?
you guys publicly denounced the Vespucci family in front of multiple hundreds of people with phone calls. Yes. I have a lot.
That was the Bernoullis.
Yeah, that's nearly right.
Then I mixed up their names. Let me change that really quick.
I figured that might have been the case because I was like, Bernoulli being at 1 seems surprising.
Because that was the one that we were like, hey, they send their regards, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Okay. I just fixed that. Thank you.
Okay.
I thought Gravedigger's
Bernoulli's the guy
group
with
was
the
in
line.
purgatory as well.
I'll be honest, I'm a lot more worried about the Bernoullis having a 4 than the Showmonts.
Yes, let me change that as well.
I'm more concerned about fucking Gravedigger one. Gravedigger's group wanted to eat my ass at this point.
I mean, they already did, though. Nothing's really changed.
I killed him though.
Yeah, they just hate you a little more.
He probably deserved it. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah. They probably didn't like him.
I'm gonna ask beforehand. Steph, what did you think of me doing that too? Out of character. If she's even paying attention.
I don't think she watched.
Wait, what's up? What one?
Did you watch the video where I met up where we caught up with Gravedigger or no?
No, you're still 2 sessions behind, right, Stuff? Or did you end up?
No, I
watching it?
caught up, but granted, I was hella sick when I was watching it.
It was in
but
the church where he followed the guy
Yeah.
through the portal.
Guy from
Yeah.
the portal and he stopped holding back.
It was
100%
kind of half
heard
in,
that.
half out of consciousness, so I'm sorry, I do not remember.
It's okay. Snapped his neck like a fucking twig.
Okay, and with that,
That's
y'all,
hot.
we can go ahead and we can get started. I know pretty much for the plan is CJ was going to go check out some church stuff, and then Chance, or Tommy and Arthur were going to go into the Rifts of Mist and
Ye-
start doing that.
About to go be nerds.
Made
Okay. So we'll go ahead. We'll start up with Tommy and Arthur.
Before anything, I want to send the pictures that I took on the island, like all the information I gathered. I want to shoot that over to Dr. Aoi.
Okay.
So I don't really have anything physical. I just basically just took pictures. So
Yeah, just photos, and she's going to after a while she's going to say we need to talk ASAP, and then she shoots an address, most likely her home address.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ayo.
Another
yo.
waifu.
Hell yeah, brother.
ASAP, like right now.
Like Rocky.
Right now.
And then she'll fire back if you're not busy.
Oh, yeah, I could probably do that. That's
Tommy,
probably
go
more
handle your
pressing.
business. Go handle your business. I'll go catch up with Yumi and then just come meet us when you're.
Yeah,
when
get
you're
some
done.
gear and then you can Diablo power level me.
I got you. Let's do that. Wait, what's Diablo?
Oh, good question. It just means devil.
Okay. So, Tommy, you go over to her residence, and she has a high-rise apartment in Asina, and you notice that it requires like a key card to badge in. There's definitely security, and when you get up, um, she kind of like hits over the PA, and the security allows you in. You go up. It's a very high class, nice high rise apartments. You go up to like the 30th floor,
Damn.
and you can see that she basically has like a huge like loft just all to herself, and it's incredibly modernized. And you can see she's already printed out the photos that you sent her, and she she goes, well, this is all pretty unsettling, if I say so myself. So, what exactly am I looking at here? And I assume there's like pictures of the bug corpse, pictures of Smile Corp, pictures of the fucking tree.
Yeah. So, yeah, explain the island full of fucking giant bug creatures. Zookeeper is apparently making deals here for evolution serum.
And
Oh, and I would probably also mention the lab coat that has the same last name as hers.
that's going to leave her stunned, and you can see that she kind of is like flying through some things, and you can see that there's one photo, there's like all of her awards and everything that she's done, where she's like been a researcher, blah blah blah, her degrees, and then there's just one photo, and it's like her as a baby with her mom with that lab coat. And she kind of gets quiet and walks over and picks up the picture, and she pretty much just goes, I never really got to meet my mom. Um, I was told that she had an accident at work. I think she may have stumbled into something that she wasn't prepared for.
Yeah. It certainly seems to point to Zookeeper doing something, or what was his name? Dr. Giannis?
Yes. So she kind of like furrows her brow and looks over at her notes, and she goes, well, unfortunately, as much as I'd like to say this is concrete, Smile Corp has their ins with special forces, so they'll just wipe away anything we do, even if we post it online or anything like that. So unfortunately, the social outcasting route isn't really something that we can go by. However,
Yeah.
I have gotten information of an offshore lab that is in the southeastern parts of Osca. It's off near one of the little islands. It's an underground facility. I noticed we've been sending more and more medical equipment there. Um, I used to work. See, I used to work in Smile Corp's research department before I went over into medicine. So I was a research and development intern. That's where I did my master's. Is I did it under the scientists of Smile Corp. So fortunately for me, there was a pretty, let's say, bashful IT intern that is decently high up in their IT department. So let's just say a couple quote unquote dates and some harmless flirting, and I have him wrapped around my finger. And so I still have access to my emails. Seeing as you're willingly giving me all of this information, I think our trust is rather established. So I'm going to ask for your further help. Of course, I will pay you for all of this. And she just slaps $50,000 on the table and just pushes it over to you.
You just carry
mean-
that in cash?
I mean, my investments
damn.
did well, so. And unlike in most dystopian societies, I'm paid pretty well for being a miracle worker. So,
Hmm. Okay. Well,
anyways,
yeah. What's our next step?
so the next step would be infiltrating the underground facility lab. There's something or someone that I want out of there.
Okay.
Way back when we first started doing research and development, there was worries of a war, a fight between all of the global powers over the minerals and resources that are available. For the most part, that war has always been a very moderate one. You have special forces kind of keeping an overarching umbrella over all violence and stopping things when it gets too much. But between all of them, they all have their oligarchical groups and higher up societies who use contract killers and gangs to get most of their work taken care of. Well, Smile Corp wanted to change the game on that one, and as such, started researching on modifying and strengthening people, creating superhumans that had meta powers. There's a test subject deep within this facility. He has been there for quite some time, I would say, probably 15 or so more years. Smile Corp does not want to release him because he wants to destroy Smile Corp from within. So he's been locked in this prison, as well as many other medical trials and tribulations. What I would like you to do is to infiltrate that and somehow find a way to either confirm to me that he is alive and free him. I understand freeing him may be a bit more difficult than the confirmation, so if we have to do this in multiple parts, we can. What I can give you is I can give you security access as well as an alias for up to 5 people. I'm
Okay.
hoping that that would be enough, and I'll be able to pull some IT favors. However, things cannot get messy. This is a very locked down security. If your cover is blown, you will need to have a way to escape, whether through powers of your own or just being able to outmaneuver the facility. But do not take what is there lightly. Not only do Smile Corp's private military also have ties into Special Forces weapons, they also have ties into Special Forces technology, which includes bullets that can disable your powers completely.
That would be problematic.
Right.
Right. So break in, get this guy out, or make sure he's alive, and don't get caught.
Correct. Keeping casualties to a minimum would be ideal, as Smile Corp is very, very thorough in their checks. Even
Yeah.
1 or 2 killed is going to lead to paper trail to come back to somebody. But like I
Yes.
said, you've got time, and I don't suspect that they'd be doing anything soon. So there's not really a time limit on this. It's just one step closer. We're going to need muscle if we're going to want to start working into the groups and potentially challenging Zookeeper. And from the sounds of it, it looks like we need to deal with this bug island. Otherwise, they're going to keep getting these syringes and serums that look to be the cause of the mist rot that is afflicting us.
Yeah. Is there any chance that island can just be nuked?
If you could find me somebody with nuclear powers, I would absolutely say yes.
All right.
But something that you may or may not have noticed, or from your story of telling me, it sounds like what is happening is that they are getting the ability to leave the island.
Yeah.
How do we know that how do we know that we're not on the cusp of an invasion of bugs?
It's true. And
the bigger ones are already starting to leave.
Right.
Mm.
It's just something to worry about. Any type of invasion that goes on, whether it's bugs or people or anything, is going to cause a drastic power balance, and it's going to shift power away from the common person and put it into the metas. Right now, we kind of run metas run everything in the shadows. But in the case of a catastrophic event, I suspect that that is going to flip, and pretty soon people will have no regards with dealing damage or anything else to other members of society willingly and out in the open.
It's quite the dilemma. Oh, also, you wouldn't know anything about like non-human people taking the place of people or something along those lines?
What? Are you
Yeah,
talking
some of
about
the
like a movie?
no, like so some of the documentation that I found on the island um talked about Zookeeper's goal to basically to like raise this army to like defend against this impending threat. And strangely enough, another person we had to deal with recently was talking about the same thing, and they're not related in any way. Like two totally different groups.
I'd say one's a coincidence, but two definitely is pointing to something. I personally have not, but I'll look into my channels to see if I see anything about it. I don't understand why they would make an army of bug people to fight something else. To me, it seems a little odd, but if you're saying two separate I, individual instances of it happening, I mean,
Yeah,
chances of
two-
that happening and it not having some sort of legitimacy is pretty slim.
yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking too. We still just don't really have any idea what they're talking about, though. Pretty much all the information we got about that.
When
Just-
you're looking at that information now, did hmm, did they talk about any way to like identify or find that, or is it
I honestly I don't recall anything being mentioned like that. Just that they were coming.
okay? Hmm.
And they were specific about about taking the place of people.
Okay. Hmm.
But yeah, outside of that I really don't know anything more.
Well, like I said, I'll look into my appropriate channels and we'll kind of see what's going on. But in the meantime, let me know if you need any help on this. And then with that, she'll thank you. Oh, Discord closed.
Rip.
Rip.
Must be an enemy stand. That was weird. My Discord literally just stopped responding and then just closed.
Wonderful.
Anyways.
Okay. And so she just says, if you need anything else to help with your situation with infiltration, just let her know.
All right, I will. I will be in contact.
We'll cut over to Arthur.
What up, dog?
Anything else you want to do? Or you're gonna head right over to Yumi and get your stuff working.
Probably gonna stop by Oleg's real quick, make sure everything's good. Really should consider like hiring a staff for that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit up Big L and see if he knows of anyone that might want to work there. Granted, he's kind of retarded, but he might have some good people that could work at the bar.
And he goes, I might have a couple people. I just need to look into it. What you need, like a kitchen staff or just like a bar back or
Everything in general. Definitely a bar back, definitely some kitchen staff. Um, Need people who can handle their own as well. Like if shit goes down, I need them to be able to know how to fight, not fucking run away.
so like you want people with like abilities or we hiring like superheroes or because I
If
mean
they
like I could get 2-ton Tony, like dude's got a mean left hook, but I mean that's really about it.
if he doesn't mind doing like bodyguard shit for the place, I'd be fine with that. Um, but yeah, definitely just some regular people and 2-ton Tony. Why the fuck am I just now hearing of him? Come on, bruh.
2-ton Tony? That's because he's my mechanic.
Does he have any abilities?
I mean, he does a mean oil change. You gotta understand, I didn't know that shit was an ability till about a week and a half ago when I went into some fucking McDonald's playpen and then started watching people fight each other in a magical fucking arena. I'm gonna be completely honest, I still kind of thought I was just on an acid trip for about 72 hours, and then now I'm in some Order to Kill Curses and we're supposed to go do that shit. I'm like, and I was just I was talking to some of the people and they call it the Enclave or whatever. And like
Enclave.
it's like Enclave. All right, I kind of saw it sound like baklava, which I was like, that's a pretty good dessert. So I was like, it kind of made some sense. But I was talking to them, and they were basically saying that yeah, you got to fight these things from the culmination. I was like, well, what are we culminated? And then they told me that's cultivated, and I was like, God damn, I should have paid attention more in the English class. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, we're supposed to go. Apparently, we can get paid, and like I need some upgrades for my gym. I mean, we get that decent payment and all that, but it's kind of, it's definitely breaking the bank. I don't live the most luxurious life.
Well, get me in touch with 2-ton Tony. Let's meet up with him and we'll talk at some point. And
Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll get 2-ton Tony and maybe see if he's got anybody else in his mechanic shop that, looking for a side hustle or something like that. Is this just nights or what are we doing?
it'll probably just be nights for the time being. So obviously I'll get back to you on that. Let me know what he says. Also talk with TJ. I'll shoot him a message. Make sure you're training with him too.
I'm gonna be completely honest. TJ tries to always use these flashy moves and stuff, but he kind of hits like a pussy. So he like hits me, and I just, I hit him with the, and dude just kind of goes down.
How many times have you knocked him out?
Oh, absolutely. He woke up, thought it was Wednesday.
Jesus,
I was like,
Christ.
I was like, son, it's Saturday.
I'm gonna sit there like, didn't Tommy recruit TJ? Or was
I don't
that
know.
I did not.
who recruited TJ? I forgot.
I think it was CJ. Which does anybody know if his internet just shit the bed? He's not in here anymore.
I think it might have.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I just pinged him and asked.
yeah.
The fuck?
I looked in the other Discord to see if he went there, but and he goes, "But yeah, I'll see what's going on. We'll take a look. I got some cousins and stuff, some other family, but it's just they all kind of sound, talk, walk, act like me. So it'd be like a bunch of little L's. If you get a bunch of little L's, you get a big L. Then you get a gargantuan L. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Hey, listen, I don't need no lib. You're the one that wants to run your rinkety ass bar with half-ass mechanics and a fucking dude that gets knocked out from one punch. You should be glad that I'm helping fight the cultivation or whatever.
I'm just so like, Big L, just go do what you gotta do. I swear to God.
Hey, all I'm saying is we better get one of these missions. I saw one of them. It was like we need to go eradicate a farmhouse. They said something's eating all the sheep. I was like, well, that ain't good. Did you try building a fence? Apparently the thing can get over it. So I was like, that shit must be pretty fucking cracked.
Shit.
Tried building a fence.
Oh.
listen,
Jesus
I'm a simple guy with simple solutions. If it can't be done, you just gotta beat it until it stops moving, and then a couple more, and then yeah, usually you throw it away or you eat it.
Don't do that
You
to
know,
TJ.
Mama Lorraine, she always said you don't want to be wasteful with it, so you gotta eat it. So we used to do this hunting stuff, and I remember I'd be like, "Hey, yo, ma, we really gotta use the hooves." I'm like, "Who the fuck use the hooves for anything?" Next thing you know, I'm using soles on my shoes. I'm telling you, Mama Lorraine, she was different. She was built different. But all right, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm getting sidetracked. So you go on your
I
day,
see
and
that.
I'll hit you with the deets. You want us to meet at your little bar or whatever?
Yeah, meet me there. Let me know when you can get in touch with him. Let me know when he has some time. We'll meet you there, and then next time I'm at the Enclave, we'll throw hands and see if you got any stronger.
Okay, yeah, bet. And hey, so that Yumi girl or whatever, she was watching your fight, and she was talking about how you signed some contract, and then apparently we're on a team too, and she said she wants uh Korean hot dogs.
God damn it!
So
Yes, I owe her Korean hot dogs.
yeah, I don't know why you signed. I was reading that contract. Did you read it or did you just sign it?
I honestly just signed it. Why? I know I have to bark it whenever she asks, but
Yeah, it's a little degrading, but Mama Loren would always said that you should read it once, read it twice, read it thrice. Otherwise, you never know what you're gonna be doing, Meshuggah. But anyways, I'll catch you later. Big L out.
right, Miguel, thanks.
He
I
just
wasn't
hangs
aware
up.
that he was Jewish.
Of course, dude.
Jesus
The power of fucking Judaism for the Judy
Oh,
best.
He said
Jesus Christ.
Meshuggah. Oh my fucking god.
That was fucking great. Oh shit! Thank you for that, Mike. Holy
Like, wait
fuck!
a second, he's not Italian?
CJ appears to be back.
He's a
There's the boy.
Big L, the
Welcome back,
Jewish guy
CJ.
living in New Jersey.
CJ, you just missed the best fucking exchange from Big L we've had this entire fucking time.
Yeah, my power flickered on, and then it took like, I don't know, it took like 5 minutes for my internet to come back on.
No worries.
Damn.
I feel it.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch that Big L shit though.
So
Try building a
so what
fence.
will happen after that is I guess you'll go meet with Yumi, and she's gonna be getting ready for the game to log in, and then by then I would say that Tommy would also come back to meet you, and so the three of you meet, and she goes, "So did you see the patch notes that they're doing a combat rework? Because now they're kicking off from their beta test into apparently a full release in the next month."
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird because they've gotten rid of the gearing system. Apparently there were a lot of complaints on the grinding of a gearing system and then not being guaranteed to get the set pieces that you want. So what is now happening is you take a test at the beginning, and I think if you're a meta, it just automatically gives you your meta powers as your powers. But now it says that it's becoming, instead of a VR, it's becoming AR,
Oh,
where the rifts are going to just be able to appear and we can just go and do them as ourselves.
no.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently
that
a lot of
sounds
the
suspiciously like it's just not a game anymore. It's just real life.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was looking and creeping on some of the higher up guild people, and well, let's just say I kind of got in touch with a couple of them, and they all have meta powers.
Mhm.
So I feel like this is a Smile Corp uh, sham, if that makes sense. But I just don't know what the fuck they would be trying to do to like reverse gotcha, because they have, there's only a couple thousand players on the game, right? And let's assume that they're all either metas or just cracked out human beings.
Yeah.
Why would you need that many people concentrated in an area? And then the month thing or whatever is that it unlocks the quadruple S tier raid, but
Mhm.
we already looked at the power checks, and even the top guilds, if they all group together, wouldn't be enough.
Interesting.
Are they just trying to group up as many metas as they can, gather them to one place, and just kill them?
Maybe.
I mean,
Because that's certainly what it feels like.
Yeah,
I-
it really does. Like, I'm kind of concerned for this, but at the same point, like,
well,
fuck 'em.
I got us a meeting with one of the A tier guilds, and I kind of explained our situation, and she was willing to take us in. I think we should join a guild and perhaps be a little more involved with this, seeing as now there's no gearing, and it looks like all the lower level rifts are starting to disappear as well. I looked to see if you can make a new account because I was going to try to get May and Ariella keys, and it wouldn't do anything. So now I'm really worried. Like they closed new joining of the game.
Interesting.
Well, that wouldn't help with gathering people up to kill them.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. That's the complete opposite of what they'd be trying to do. But fuck it, like, let's just see what we can do for now, and we'll follow up with it and see. Maybe it's just
Okay. Well, we shouldn't need the headsets. Instead, we're gonna head over to the guild hall. It's an enclave, so she said to go to a rose garden in a park nearby, and then she would meet us there.
okay. Well, good to know.
Are y'all all right with that?
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool.
So many fucking people have enclaves.
And so, yeah, Enclave is cool as fuck. It's like one of my favorite cards, honestly. Okay, so you guys drive over to this rose garden, and you will see this girl, and she is dressed in this like 18th century, like old age Victorian era, like cottage core dress, and has this big hat with a large black rose on it. And she goes, "Oh my!" And she goes, "Yumi, are these your friends you were talking about? I thought you said there were two more." And she goes, yeah, I think they're busy doing some things, and I know one of, uh, yeah, I don't know how interested they were in the game itself, but with the changes, it sounds like it's becoming less of a game and more of something else. And she goes, "Yes, we're actually going to be speaking about that, but we're glad that you could join us. Please, please come, join hands, and we will whisk away into the Order of the Black Roses."
We'll look at Tommy like, okay.
Why are you dressed like a ghost?
Well, my mother always said that this was my style, as they said, so I do a lot of the more prim and proper things. I am a nanny.
Interesting.
Works for me.
Yeah, that works.
So you all join hands, and
No homo.
she
All the homo.
she enchants something, and then you watch as the garden around you starts to shift, and then you go into this large it is a cathedral, but it has these roses and thorns and just these long bushes that kind of lead up into the cathedral. And she goes, "This is the guild hall. Once you've been given into the guild, if you go to any rose garden and you let out the incantation, you will be able to pass into our hall. As always, you do not necessarily have to join the guild, but doing so will mark you to the guild. We are a mid-level A-tiered guild, but with the acquiring of U5, I think that we have a good chance of getting up into the S tier." And she is going to sit down, and she goes, "So, how much do you know about the guilds?"
Not a goddamn thing.
Effectively
Oh,
nothing.
Wonderful. Well, I will explain. So here is the leaderboard. And she pulls up the leaderboard. She goes, "Currently, there are 5 A tier guilds and 3 S tier guilds. As I said, we are the rank 3 in the A tier guild. Rank 4 is Hollow God. Rank 5 is Forge Light. Rank 2 is Ill Illusions. And rank 1 are the Silver Blades. For your S tier guilds, you have the Reapers, the Archons, and then Camelot as the number 1 guild."
Okay.
Unfortunately, getting into the S tier guilds is quite troublesome, but I think that the potential within our members of the A tier are very good. We're a well rounded guild with both melee fighters, magicians, and the like, but we are looking to bolster up our ranged capabilities. I heard that you do have two members with ranged attacks. Is that either of you?
It's not me.
Yeah, it's not me either.
Okay, well, no worries. You all look quite strong, but let me introduce you to the members. My name is Elizabeth, and that is what she looks like within the. That is what she looks like within the enclave.
Say hello,
This
design.
this is Grigori, and this scares the fuck out of you because he just appears and he goes, "Greetings."
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Oh my god, it's fucking Shigaraki Rasputin.
Why do you have multiple arms around you? What the fuck?
Let us just say that I am a giver of love.
You are a giver of fucking night terrors, my man.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight. Thanks, bud.
This is I,
I
and
Hi.
it just waves with its really long crinkly fingers. He goes, he doesn't talk too much.
Because he's an
How does-
eye.
How does he
This is-
communicate?
Telepathically, and you
Oh
hear,
god.
"Good evening."
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god. What the fuck?
This is Quan Han Shi, and he will nod.
Hey, he looks pretty normal.
Yeah, I'll bow to him. Why not?
This is Christella.
Nice.
Hell yeah, brother.
Did you just culturally appropriate Quan Han?
Damn straight.
I'll bow
This
to
is-
him.
This
like,
is Ringer.
Okay, wannabe Gambit.
These are
And this is Harold.
gonna keep the theme up. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Harold. Wait, okay, so we kind of look through like, all right, well,
Nice to meet you all.
yeah, nice
Except-
to meet y'all.
Except a couple of you. That
You're
wasn't
a
so
little,
nice.
Grigory and I, you're a little creepy, but I respect it. What
It
can each
is-
of you do though? I'm kind of curious.
I do suppose that now would be a good time to show some form of demonstration of our abilities. And Elizabeth goes, so, as the power dynamics in the group, the A tiers will usually have the leader and then two officers. The officers being the strongest in combat, and then the remaining units being roughly the same. Once you move to the S tiers, there will be 4 officers and then 3 members. So S tiers on general, a tier leader should be able to contend with an S tier officer, but an S tier leader is, as we would say, a different ball game.
Mhm.
My ability is through the poisonous spores of my flowers, as well as other based attacks with. As I deal damage and I absorb that blood, I can use it for more potent attacks.
Hey, my
And
mind
then-
wandered a little bit, but continue.
And Grigory goes, I simply give love.
I don't
Wait,
like
you-
that.
You give love? Okay.
For example, let
do you
us say that that thing requires love. You watch as all of the hands suddenly disappear on it, and you watch as handprints just appear all over the object. And he goes, now love may commence. And you watch as these things just start burrowing out of the ground and just rapidly like tearing it to shreds.
What?
You are truly horrifying.
And she
That
goes,
is scary.
She goes, Grigory is one of my officers, with Ringer being the other. And then Ringer, you watch as once he unsheaths his blade, you hear ding. And as soon as you hear the ding, you are immediately deafened and severely disoriented. and then he sheaths his blade, and it suddenly stops.
Bruh.
Bruh. Wondus, what the fuck?
I is he telepathically like links and says, "I am for information and vision." And you watch as once he closes his eye, you watch as all of you suddenly get this red spiral over your forehead, and he can connect. Suddenly, you now can like sense everything that everybody else can sense.
What?
It's as if it's basically like Pain Rinnegan. He basically can link all of your senses.
Oh,
That's actually pretty cool.
yeah.
Uh,
I can dig that.
Quan Han Chi he has magical flames and an arsenal. It's his relics. So he fights with he has two relics. He fights with his Lantern of Flames, which he uses for AoE fire attacks, ranged fire attacks, and then he fights with his blade. His blade just being a something that once it hits the flames, it causes like an explosive reaction, and you can see that there seems to be this dust that just coats his blade.
Interesting.
Christella has um, this large, almost like an ivy from Soul Calibur's sword, and she can pop those little blades out and kind of swing them around. Nothing too impressive. She does say that she has something when she can remove the eye patch, but it takes a large toll on her, so she's not going to demonstrate that. And then Harold, his ability is called Slots. When he hits you, he basically gets a spin on a random spinner, and he can get buffs, give buffs, debuffs, etc., etc.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's a
Man's got a bucket on his head.
Yeah, he's got a bucket on his head.
Bucket man.
All that drip.
Bucket
ends in a bucket.
man.
He's dripping. But yeah, so that's their abilities.
Well, you all seem very cool.
Yeah.
And how about you? What can you all do?
I'm made of rubber.
I was about to say, Tommy, show him what you can do.
I'm like a really
Yo.
big condom.
He is his own condom.
I want to take a pic.
Jesus.
Yeah. I skate on my roller skates, and I can go pretty fucking fast. Made of rubber, so I can take a hit and dish it out. And I can make an illusory roller derby rink to trap people in.
Wonderful. And
I haven't
you?
had much experience with that last one, but
Well, I'm sure we'll get many experience with raids coming in. But what about you there? And she motions to you, Arthur.
I'm gonna snap my fingers and summon Marshmallow. Well, I have this little fucker. He's one of my abilities. Other thing, and I'm gonna drop my hands and bring out my flame whip spike. This is something else I can do.
I see.
Flame whippy shit.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And then I'm still learning to do my other thing, and I'm gonna
like do the portals or whatever.
yeah, pull out my charm and like break it.
Okay.
I can do this too. So
Awesome. Yeah. Well, so it definitely does not seem that you guys are lacking in capability. So you will definitely be a good use. I guess if you are all willing, I will kind of explain what we think is going on and what exactly our next steps were going to be.
I'm gonna look over top and be like, I like how they didn't ask Yumi what she can do, but she's already probably showed them.
yeah, they've been. They know.
Fair.
I will give you guys as much time as you need. But if you think it's going to take longer, I would ask you to please leave the Enclave and get back to us whenever you can.
Give us like 5 minutes and we'll talk real quick.
Oh, good. Okay.
Pull Tommy to the side. What do you think?
I'm gonna be honest, I totally missed what she asked. What did she ask?
Jesus fucking. Pretty much, are we joining them or no?
Oh, okay. That's
You
kind
were
of what I
distracted.
assumed.
You were distracted by those those flowers on her
I was
legs, weren't you?
distracted by the guy wearing 2 buckets.
Fair enough. That is a very good assumption. I was kind of distracted by him too.
um, I mean, they seem pretty strong. About half of them seem trustworthy.
But they don't really have a space for us, though. They don't need melee. They need ranged.
True.
Like,
But you can fly, and I can go really fast. And having engage is kind of like having range, right?
true. And I am learning how to use that other ability that I got too.
Yeah.
I could just eat you and things too. It's not like we showed them everything we could do too.
Yeah.
I'm
I
down
mean,
for it. Like,
personally, yeah, I think seems like a plan to me.
yeah, like we could add. I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna like motion Yumi over. What are your thoughts?
They were the only A rank guild that would take us in,
Oh,
even though that they were higher than the other ones. Because the other one, I have a feeling that they're kind of elitist pieces of shit. And
fair.
the S tier guilds won't actually look at you unless you've cleared an S rank raid and have something to prove it. So
Can't
this
join
was
an
really
S rank
our
guild
only
unless you duel
option.
link AOTC.
But at the same time, with them getting rid of gear, it's not like we need them to funnel gear to us anymore. So this would just be joining if you want to get a group of people to potentially add for something that we may come across. I'm also curious as to what they know, because these are the type of people that they play this game, like a fucking living.
More than you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, like way more. And I don't know, with all the conversations about having I'm worried about this whole now, out of character, would either of you have expressed anything to Yumi about the potential people being fake, taking over type thing? I feel like Arthur, you would have brought it up. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know.
have.
I
I
don't
probably
think you
wouldn't
would
have brought it up to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I would. I would have.
she'll just
talked
look
about
at you and she'll go, "That thing that Gravedigger was talking about." Apparently, I mean, I don't know. It seems really weird, and usually anything that's been weird from what I've seen on the forums for this game, um, and like in conversation, Smile Corp is definitely shady as fuck. So I kind of want to see where it leads because it may. And besides, these are allies. I mean, we need more people to face against the culmination. I don't know if you guys have seen the posting in the Enclave, but they think they've found where the Emperor is.
Oh,
Big L was telling me something about some goat fuckers earlier or something like that. I don't
I
remember
think
what
he
was
was
saying.
just looking at missions because he wants some quick and easy cash. But I was talking with some of the bishops and up, and they think they've located the Emperor's position, but like they're trying to like reunite, but the one that thought they spotted him said he didn't look like he was in any danger, so it looks like he just got up and left. Now I'm worried, well, what if what comes back isn't him?
that
We
would be problematic. Like,
Yeah, we need to talk
excessively.
with we need to talk with CJ and Jeremiah about that ASAP.
And it's like we need to figure out how we can tell, otherwise what if we,
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
right. I think the eye dude might be able to help us, so I think sticking around here for a little bit might be a smart idea.
Yeah,
Very well.
definitely agree.
Yeah, so let's stick around here. We'll join up with them, and then when we start doing shit, we can try and like see if we can communicate with the other guilds to see what they know. That
Okay.
might be a good play. Because regardless, we're gonna have to be on a united front in general to be able to handle this shit.
Right.
Like,
We're going to need people from all walks of life to face some of these things. I mean, I'm worried not only about the culmination, but just about anything else. It seems like everybody's getting a little too over their heads, and I feel like we're gonna hit a point where problems are just gonna be our everyday, and these times of peace and hanging out really just aren't going to be it anymore.
right. All right, well, yeah, let's go talk with Elizabeth and tell her that we'll join up for now. We'll see if we can get CJ and Jeremiah to kind of huff it out and do this with us, give us some opportunity to find out some more information, because having both of them here would be useful.
For sure.
What was CJ
Also,
doing?
when I don't know, I think he was going with May somewhere. Or he's
Huh.
doing research or some shit. Also, Yumi, why the fuck did you tell Big L about the fucking contract I signed?
Oh, I'm sorry. Bark for me.
Wolf.
Good boy.
God
That
damn it.
wasn't very enthusiastic.
Shut up, Tommy. Fucking light you on fire.
Don't do that,
Fucking rubber boy.
please.
Like there's 50 other people who did.
It was 103, thank you very much.
104.
Okay. So she goes back over to Elizabeth with him, and she goes, "Have you decided?"
Yeah, we did.
She goes, "Oh, good. Well, let me show you around." And so
Wolf.
she takes you around the she takes you around the enclave. Shows you that there is a garden with fresh fruits and vegetables. They do have a hired hand who is like a culinarian that basically cooks food for the group. So you guys can come here for meals if you want it or whatever, and however you're doing it. And other than that, she shows you that you guys will each have a small room where you guys can store stuff into the enclave. She gives you the incantation, which is ancient Latin for "Oh come roses, take me home." Which I don't fucking know what that is in Latin, but I'll go pull that later and tell you all that. So you'll be able to do that if you go to any rose garden. You will be able to go into the enclave as long as you're holding the token of the guild. So after she kind of shows you around of just like the general areas and rooms and all of that, and she expresses that you're free to come and go as you would like, and so on and so forth. There are only a few requirements for the guild. You need to be available for S tier emergency raids, and you need to basically contribute information that you find out about any of the other guilds. Other than that, they're pretty relaxed because they have some people that are basically on the game, like pushing forward all the time, so they're not really too worried about it. The emergency raids are things that are basically they are S tier raids that will pop up, and you have a day to do it. These raids are usually boss fights or critical events. However, there have been less and less because of the proposed update that is happening in a month. Now, this is where she kind of goes into detail that she thinks uh, this group is very Smile Corp skeptic, and she thinks that what is going to happen is when this update happens, there is going to be a just like a large change in the game's atmosphere itself, and then it's not going to be a game anymore.
What do you think it's going to become?
She thinks, and she goes, "I think that what's been happening is that when we go into raids, I don't know if any of you ever noticed this, but did you notice how the people, like the humans, the NPCs, were very generic, but the monsters felt lifelike, as if they experienced fear?"
I did notice that.
Same.
I think that the monsters are real, and I think that they want out.
Oh. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
There's a major update happening in a month, right? I think it's going to get pushed back. I think it's going to drum up a lot of hype. And it's going to talk about these S tier raids. I think the raids are going to come out, and then shit's going to hit the fan, and then a bunch of people are going to fucking die. That's what I think is going to happen.
I could see that maybe.
This island off the coast, the quadruple S tier raid, I looked it up. The island doesn't exist. It's not real.
Well, I mean, it kind of is.
What do you mean, Tommy?
No, like it. I mean, it literally isn't. I mean, I'm on all the fucking forums and everything. I mean, it's a myth. It's like a sailor's tale.
Yeah, I was there like 2 days ago.
Bullshit.
Like legit. I'll pull up my phone, just scroll through some pictures of just island setting.
And she goes, "Okay, so let's say I believe you, and that this is the island that we're talking about. Um, what, what, what is this? You're telling me there are giant bugs on this island?
Yeah, like a lot of them. Like a lot.
Okay, and did you come into contact with any of them?
Yeah, I fought one. And it wasn't that tough, but it had like a very basic like meta ability. It used like a mental attack on me.
Why is everything mental fuck with you, dude?
I mean, I don't know, maybe the years of trauma.
Fair enough.
And she
Just
kind
pat him on
of,
the shoulder.
she like, just kind of looks, and she's like scrolling through your phone and just like looking at these photos, and she goes, I think that somebody with Smileton is a part of this and is trying to get this to happen. I think these bugs are real, and I think the rest of the monsters are real, and I think that the game is tied into this. Then that's what I think.
That would make a lot of sense.
Smile Corp made the game, right? I'm sure
Yes.
Smile Corp has some other agenda of something that they're trying to push. What that is, I have no idea. But my
Yeah.
worry is that this game is going to break, and then things are going to attack it. And what's going to happen? The special forces are going to come in. Special forces saves the day. Suddenly, the world now understands that they need the special forces to take control. Boom, we're under some sort of governmental occupation. Or what they're going to do is they're going to force the people in this game to be kind of like a police force. Now, do I think there's anything that can force them? No, because as far as I know, nothing has happened to our brains or anything from utilizing this game. I had take a look into that, but I didn't see anything that would necessarily throw me off guard.
Mhm.
But what I do think is going to happen is there's going to be something that is going to drastically change the ecosystem of what we live in today.
Interesting.
There are elections coming up,
Mhm.
right? At the end
Yeah.
of the year, about 6-7 months. There's been a lot of progressive movement towards getting somebody elected that would help dismantle Smile Corp and the other monopolies. You're telling me that every monopoly is just going to sit and allow that to happen?
Of course not.
Definitely not.
Now, can we necessarily do anything in the elections? No, and we shouldn't. Why? Because they're going to die. That whole party is going to die. If they don't have meta abilities, the special forces will do what they do in every other election that goes off whack. They'll kill everybody, then they'll write the news, everybody forgets in a year, and we rinse repeat. So, reason that we have this guild is we are hoping to just be strong enough to take advantage of the situation that we are going to be placed in, and hopefully we can find a way to get those that we love out of this situation. So we're looking for like-minded people that will help push towards that goal. As always, anybody in this group would be willing to help you in any of your other endeavors, as I'm sure you all have lives and other things that you do outside of the game. But we're thinking of this as more of a community than a means to an end.
All right. So what's our end goal here?
Yeah.
I think our end goal is to just wait and see what happens with these updates and then see what changes. But for now, it should be that we're a support system for one another that help each other to make sure that none of us get caught under the torrent of potential death and destruction that comes with this update. And again, this is just me being a pessimist, but in the case that it just becomes a fun game update, maybe we meet once a week to do some raids, drink some beer, and then go on our day.
That would certainly be preferable, but unfortunately, that's probably not their plan.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. That's not their plan at all. But I respect the
It'd be
optimism.
Huh. So hurry up and wait. My favorite kind of plan.
I
Yes.
was about to say, that's really all we can do at this point, Tommy. Like, it sucks, but
There's not even a point to farming rifts anymore if there's no gear.
yeah, no. Like, the only reason I could see it really being important is like just to kind of make sure that we're ready to go. But
Honestly,
We've
thinking
had
that those monsters might be real creatures makes me not even want to do. Kind of feel like we're the bad guys.
aren't we though? Look at some of the shit we've done. Of course we are.
Well, yeah.
Like, fuck. How many people have we thrown hands at?
This just, I don't know. It feels like Smelcorp found a way to fucking bridge dimensions or something, and now they're just using, sentient creatures from elsewhere.
I'd say, any of y'all ever heard of Gravedigger?
Heard of?
Can't say we have. Is he a gang leader?
He was.
No, can't say I have. Honestly, we're all pretty much just nerds on this game.
Good to
But
know.
we have these abilities in real life, which kind of helped us. And then once the update came, we lost all of our class gear, and then I mean we were stronger, but yeah. Well, anyways, we'll reach out if there's any more information, but don't be afraid to call on any of us. Our numbers are listed in the guild log, and she shoots that over to you in your message. So now you guys can freely contact any member of them.
I don't know. Yep.
Also, we'll look differently outside of the game, but this is pretty much our game's look. So
Wait,
don't be alarmed.
do I look different outside the game? What do I look like inside the game?
So
Chode.
looking inside the game, you notice that you have some like rudimentary armor of where the game like froze, so you look like a fucking off-brand Tin Man.
Oh no, this is awful.
God
Can't make a
damn
good
you, ugly.
impression like this.
Okay. So with that, lads, we'll cut over to CJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Would you like to
Governor.
be my brother.
I want to do some research and find maybe where a library or something like that would be inside the desert area.
Okay, so looking in, you can easily Google various religious libraries and archives. So you can head to there and do an investigation, or you can ask the people about anything specific, I guess.
Yeah, I would go to the library first and see if I can find any like books or whatever.
Okay. So you go to the library, and it's a mixture of college students, workers, and the like. But libraries in Ethos, especially, are very well kept. And then on top of that, it's very much a like peaceful studying haven for the scholars of Ethos, both religious and scientific.
Mhm.
So it's very easy to find somebody to help if they're wearing a certain specific uniform. What would you like to do?
I guess I would. It's like the whole like library, like just religious stuff, or is it?
No, it is. It's
Okay.
got everything that you can imagine.
Yeah, I guess I would find somebody in that looks like a librarian of some sort or whatever to ask where the religious section was.
Okay, that's easy enough to do.
Do that, and then I would like to look around for.
So
like,
you'll approach one of them. They go, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I am looking for the religious section.
So ancient religious texts and renditions will be over there, and then you kind of just work your way back, and it'll become newer and newer and newer and newer and newer. So just stick into that back left corner there, rows Z through W. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you very
W,
much.
X, Y, and Z, those 4 rows are essentially all of your religious texts
Gotcha.
and renditions of text.
I'll head over there and immediately start just looking for anything that has to do with like the Elune stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and do an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay, so you get 3 clues. You can ask 3 questions. You do manage to find some Elune texts.
Are there any like Bible stories in it regarding the I guess Elune and her brother?
Yes. So, looking into that, you see that there are several texts that make mentions of the great goddess and a falling out that she has during her ascension. So, all of the great priests, priestesses, and grand, basically the generals, in order to become truly one with Elune, it talks about the ascension and essentially going through the same journey that the original went through. So, in discussion of the original ascension, or the first one that happened in order to reach godhood, there came a point where her brother attempted to stop her ascension. And this was because her parents were very sick. And it was making a decision between either ascending and going through with this enlightenment that she believes that she had received from a greater power, and halting and disobeying that in order to help her family. It is said that she chose to do ascension knowing that had she not, that thousands upon thousands would die, because she had started amassing a following. And so this following, it was basically said in her ascension that had she not ascend, then the great plagues and destructions will destroy all that was built. And it is said that although it was a difficult choice for her, she chose to move forward. Her brother did not take kindly to that. And with that happening, what ended up happening was he and her parents actually ended up perishing. And it is said that her brother swore an act of revenge to basically dismantle the goddess's power. And as such, it is said that many people that find themselves with a close relationship with the goddess or find themselves within the goddess's light also gain the temptations of her brother. Leaning into these temptations severs the powers that are blessed by the power of the goddess. Going through the ascension severs the powers that are going from the brother. And it is said that many people that are chosen by the religion to walk the path must pick one of 2 paths. It is unknown what happens when one path is fully complete. As they said, many do not make it. Many perish during the ascension process.
Mm-hmm.
2 more questions.
Does it mention anything about the brother's name?
It does not.
Okay.
Demon boy.
Some say that it may be Osarius, but that is speculation.
I don't think it's Asarius. That's a general. Would be my last question.
So yeah, the other things too that you see is each general is a step into ascension. So you need to clear all of the general's tasks as each one specializes in one of the tenets that she had to originally go through when she recruited her generals.
Yeah. Does it talk about any specific location where the family and the brother perished?
So it is said that the family perished in the original areas of where the first church was created, which you've been to that church.
And that's where they perished.
Yes. That is originally her the back like confessional room was her one room fucking shack house.
Okay. I wonder if that like had anything to do with the skeletons and shit that attacked me in there.
Maybe.
Okay. I guess that would be my 3 questions. Where was the guy that the Rose Lady mentioned could exorcise demons?
Deep in the mountains
Of
of zoom out here. I believe it was deep in the mountains of Ethos.
like it would be hard to get to, or
Yes.
okay.
Like extremely difficult to get
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Like one of the things, man don't fucking come down, he just stays up kind of deal.
I guess if I'm done with the library, I would say at this point I would probably I wanna talk to my demon.
Okay.
I wanna ask him what happened to him.
He will not respond.
I'll go, hello, are you in there?
He will
Hello.
not respond.
That's weird. He usually responds. Am I poking the bear here?
No response.
I wonder what I could do to get a response out of this guy. Can I go back to the church that me and Arthur were at originally?
Yep.
I would like to go there.
Okay.
I would like to go to like the altar of the church and pray and see if I can get into contact with the angel.
Okay. So you go to the church and you begin to pray, and your body is warmed by this baskful light. And you hear, "My child, what have you come for?"
I have questions about your journey.
Of course.
I don't mean to sound intrusive at all. You don't have to answer, but what happened to your family?
They were overcome by a great sickness. This sickness is unfortunately what claimed them during my ascension. I had no ways of helping them. So I continued on my duty.
And you haven't came into contact with them since?
I have not.
Can I ask what your brother wants with me?
My brother will attempt to stop any ascensions of those that are chosen to walk my guiding light. He is nothing more than power that the weak-willed and minded will utilize. Doing so severs our true connection. Even now, I can feel that our connection has faded heavily due to your usage. You needest be careful. Continual usage and entertainment of his sick ideals will only delve you farther away from your true potentials.
Well, I mean, I've realistically only used it when, like, I'm basically gonna die, and if I die, then there's no ascension, right?
In a way. But that speaks to your own personal weakness using a crutch.
Hmm.
Ascension comes from an inner strength of oneself. If you die during ascension, then it simply was not meant to be. Many that are chosen simply do not make it. That is the way.
What was your brother's name?
My brother's name should be one that should be ushered very cautiously.
Okay.
And then his name is Beherit. I will type that really quick.
Yeah, please. do. Okay.
Hmm.
And why should I be cautious when saying this name?
Using a demon's name grants it more power. Continual usage and acknowledgement of said power will allow it to go stronger and fester. Once he is strong enough, he will surely sever the connections between us.
Hmm. So your advice is to not tease your brother?
I would refrain from it. And then you notice that the goddess that you're talking with, like you're kind of like picture you're like floating in your own headspace,
Mhm.
and you see the image of the goddess, and then all of a sudden you watch as the like radiating light starts to blotch this black and red, and it goes, and what if he doesn't, sister? And he goes, what if I am already closer than you've ever been? And she like tries to like cast away, right? Like she raises her hand, and this moonlight and light and daggers just kind of wash through, and it like does put out some of the blotches, and you don't see him fully. You just see various parts of his mouth and eyes start appearing on this black one. And he goes, oh sister, you abandoned us once, and yet you're so against our reunion. He goes, childish like always. He goes, listen, kid. He goes, at the end of the day, you can ascend as you want, but just so you know, she's lying. And she goes, enough! And fucking boom, banishes all the way. And she goes, you must stifle any ill thoughts. He is simply trying to get a rise so that he can come to power.
I just wish I knew more about all this. It's so weird for me, like, not having any idea what's going on, and then I just have two people talking in my head.
I understand. It is one of the unfortunate things of the Ascension. But I promise you, as you go further and you go through the General's conquests and you go through the trials, you will grow. And you will begin to unlock the powers that were passed down to me.
Okay.
You must have faith.
Okay.
Are there any other questions, my child?
I think at this point, nope. I think I need to start hunting Osarius, I guess.
Very well. I leave you with this. And you see, go ahead and go to your Let me see. I'm pulling up your sheet really quick. Go ahead and mark an attention to both angels and demons and Elun's blessing.
Okay. Very, very interesting. I would probably head back at that point.
Understand. All right, so you'll head back. Alrighty. Sigathy,
Hello.
Jeremiah. We're gonna go over and do one quick little thing just to set some stuff up in the Shattered Plains, and that's really all I have for you.
All right.
And then I will message you something else. But this is a little bit for the Shattered Plains, and then I'll message you for the other thing. So
Okay.
going into the Shattered Plains, your boy Reginald von Halsinger IV comes up and he goes, Jeremiah, I want you to take a look at this. They are riding.
Oh, is this the horseman that you're talking about?
Yes. He goes, we have good eyes on them. I want you to see their full force. And you go and you see there's a very large telescope, so it can see all the way to the northernmost stronghold. And you simply just see these four, as well as their armies of about 50 to 100 each. So in order, it is conquest, war, famine, and then death in that order. So white, red, black, pale.
All right. And each one of them has an army with them?
Yes, of about 50 to 100 strong.
So, what do these guys do at night? They just roam the plains, or what?
Yep. They roam the plains and kill anything that's traveling between strongholds. I think that they have been sanctioned by the One, to keep balance and to prevent you from gaining anything. I don't know why they haven't assaulted the stronghold. Perhaps they just humor us. I mean, after all, we're only about 20 or 30 so capable fighters. We would be slaughtered in an instant.
I mean, do they think that the stronghold's larger than it is?
That's a good question. I honestly don't know. But anyways, there were a couple things that I just wanted to get out there and show you these all. I apologize if I disturbed you.
No, it's quite all right. I mean, we're here, so.
Yes, I agree. And then you just hear from the magical cop, and it goes, well, it does seem like
Shut
you
your
are
mouth.
quite the... Are you...
What?
You ungrateful little shit. I will take my fucking carpet back right this instant.
And what are you gonna come get it, huh?
Well, no, but I have some bad news for you.
All right, let's fucking hear it. All right.
I'm gonna message it to you.
Okay.
Good. He's so mean to that guy.
That was hilarious.
Just out of nowhere.
Shut up. Like, what?
Don't get to hear somebody interrupt Mike telling him to shut up very often.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what did Mike do?
Like, damn, that was abrupt.
Okay, Jeremiah, that is your information.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, and that's really all I wanted to set up with the Shattered Plains.
Okay.
Apparently,
then-
shit sucks over there.
So for the other one,
It ain't the best. Okay.
Good luck.
Where's Jeremiah?
Oh, he should be back soon, probably. Shouldn't
You
take
say
more than
that.
a couple days, right?
I don't know. He might have gotten those other 2 people killed, bro.
Okay, so back to the other 3 of you. Would you guys meet back up? What's next on the plate on the agenda for y'all?
How long has it
Uh,
been since Jeremiah left, guys? Do you remember? Did he go like yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not concerned. It has not been that long yet.
Yeah, but it shouldn't take that long for him to go drop 2 people off and come back. Like a day is kind of a long
Maybe he
time.
went in with them to help.
So you hit up his phone and it says message unable to be received.
Okay,
Oh,
that's kind of concerning.
That's an unusual error message.
Yeah.
You think he's just still in there? I mean, he must have gone in then.
Yeah, but how does he get out? Like, did he ever tell us if he could get out?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we know much more than he does, or vice versa.
True. We could give it another day or 2. Like, he could just be like taking care and setting up base for when we do
Yeah.
go in there.
And I mean, it's like a portal kind of thing to go in, right? So surely there's just a return portal on the other side.
I wonder if maybe like if I go in there and drop my portal and leave one out here, maybe we could come back through that. Fuck, I should have done that before I left.
That would have been
Or
a good
before he
idea.
left.
But
Shit.
if he went in there and he is stuck, then that would probably be a bad idea to do that now, because then you would just be in there stuck as well. In case that doesn't work.
True.
You will funnily enough, while you guys are speaking of this, suddenly an unknown caller starts calling your cell phone, Tommy.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll
we answer
answer
that.
it.
And he
Hello?
goes, is this Tommy?
Yeah, who is this?
This is the owner of the art clinic where you all dropped off the paintings for the Shattered Plains.
Oh, I'm gonna put it on speaker real quick.
There's a problem.
Oh,
Uh,
fuck.
Jeremiah came with a few people and went through the painting, and now the painting is kind of torn in half and doesn't
Uh,
seem to have the ability to go through it.
I fucking
um,
told you.
I don't know how to say this, but I think Jeremiah may be lost to the plains.
Why did we let
That's-
him go alone?
There wouldn't happen to be like a backup entrance or something, right?
I have no idea. Did he talk to you about anything in the book?
Not
Mm.
really.
Not really. Not that I remember.
At all? Like nothing. He just went
Like,
in there with
he
no
really just-
plan and just.
Yeah, he really just read it by himself and then decided to go in.
And did. Okay, well, yeah, so I don't know when that's going to be resolved, but. Yeah.
It does seem like an issue. There's
No
no chance that you could just like tape the painting back together, right?
You know, I tried to touch it and it actually repels me away. I
Oh.
physically can't even throw things at it.
What the heck?
Just wanted to let you know I came in to tidy up the place and I noticed the painting was ripped in half and it's glistening this purplish residue on the edges, I guess you would call it.
Oh.
But yeah, anyways, terribly
leave-
sorry about that.
Did he leave like any notes or anything of like what happened or him going in or anything or with you?
Nope. I gave him a key, said that when he's ready he can go in and do it, and yeah.
Fuck.
So again,
really should have
sorry
seen
about
this
that.
coming.
If anything happens, I will let you all know. But until then, best of luck to you all, lads.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
Thanks, buddy.
Well,
We-
at least we're not
shut
in the
up.
dark on that now.
Well, fuck.
One
That
upside.
maybe we should go by his shop and go see if we can like find anything. Maybe he left something there. Like maybe
On
he
the-
left the
I
book.
mean- Oh, maybe. We could look for that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead.
can do an investigation check over at Jeremiah's place. Do either of you have a key?
I was just gonna kick the fucking door in. This dude's lost in his fucking planes now. Like I'm just kicking the bitch in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Jeremiah,
go
does
for
your
it.
blacksmith have a security system?
Oh,
Probably
fucking
probably
God.
not, to be honest.
Okay, so you just
Oh.
blast that fucking door open.
Let's go.
It's just nothing but
I'll pay
heavy
him.
machine guns and.
I'll pay him for the door when he comes back.
Like, damn, I haven't even been here, and I'm already breaking and entering.
Okay, go
No.
ahead and do investigation.
Okay. God, I hope he
Um,
fucking left something.
I fucking hope so.
I highly doubt that he left a note.
I'm gonna use the two that make the most sense.
I'm just on the way back, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm vibing.
you take a little long. You take a little longer because you weren't in the immediate area. Y'all won't find shit.
Fucking really, Jeremiah, motherfucker.
Yeah, like he did. Like absolutely didn't leave jack shit.
I'm assuming we see some pipes laying around though. Like that's all we find.
Yeah, of course. There's always those pipes. There's
And
the
his dirty
grind.
mags.
Yeah, there's porno mags.
But yeah, nothing of actual interest. It's very very bare bones.
Fuck.
Arthur, you will get a
Check my phone.
and Big L says, "Hey, I got a couple people coming to interview."
All right. I'm gonna look at Tom and be like, hey, text CJ, tell him to meet you here. Keep looking around, see if you find anything. Go see if you two can go and check out the painting and see if you guys can get to it. Don't get
Yeah.
fucking sucked into it though. I've got to
Yeah,
go
I'll-
handle some business at the bar, so
I'll
I'll
try
meet
not
you
to.
guys there.
Okay, good luck.
And CJ disappeared again. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, he heard that he was about to be involved, so he had to dip.
There he is. There's the boy.
Welcome back.
Let me restart my Discord because it keeps having that every little bit.
No, you're
No
good.
problem. No problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
Get
you
up,
guys all
CJ.
go back. Are CJ, Tommy, the two of you gonna go investigate the?
What, am I back now?
Yes, you would be getting back.
Okay, I'm pulling up. I'm like, what up?
Yeah. Then I will
Sure.
inform you that Jeremiah has been lost to the plains and left no information or notes or anything.
Oh,
And apparently the painting is torn in half.
somebody ripped it in half.
Well, the guy that ran the place called me. I mean, he didn't seem to think that was the case. He
Kind of just said it happened. Like he just came in and it was torn in half, and now there's like purple residue on the edges or something.
Oh, it might be a curse.
It could be. So
Why don't we just get somebody from the Enclave to come look at it with us?
no, we could do that. I mean,
Maybe one of
Let's
the
look at it.
reps can be able to identify what it is.
true. It's gonna suck if it turns out to be nothing though.
We can go there, Enclave to.
I mean, he sends you like a picture, so you could just show it in the Enclave, and maybe they could identify it.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's
That'd be better.
So
Hey, could you come to Mastrasia with us, King?
I mean, if we portaled in there from there, right? They can just go through our portal and then be there, and then just go back as soon as they want.
yeah.
But yeah, either way it works.
So you take the pictures and go into the Enclave, and you do notice that in this time, the Emperor is seemingly back,
Oh,
and you watch
I'm gonna
as you
take-
guys are coming in. He is also coming
I
in,
saved him.
and he goes, "Oh, Tommy, CJ, have you been well? I heard of your promotions."
yeah, we've been pretty great. How
Huh?
have you been?
Good. I had to go do an impromptu mission to get some information on the culmination. I wanted to keep it on wraps because I believe that, and he looks around here and goes, I believe that there is a traitor amongst us.
Oh no, pretty sus.
Yeah.
But anyways, what brings you here?
A torn
Wanted
painting.
to, yeah, we wanted to get some help. Jeremiah's stuck in a painting, and we wanted to see if this was a curse.
And he goes, well, looking at the photos, that kind of residue is most likely a binding seal. I've seen it before on certain portals and entrances into enclaves. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do from it on the outside. Usually, those conditions require something being met on the inside in order for it to be broken. It's kind of a reverse trap, if you will. It's supposed to keep things out, not necessarily keep things in. So he can leave, he just has to satisfy some sort of condition.
Okay.
So in other words, we're not going to be of much help with that.
Correct. Hopefully, he brought in good enough people to deal with it because the level that I'm seeing on this is quite severe. He surely brought some capable members, right?
Yeah, he brought 2 people with him.
I mean, one of them seemed capable. The other one did.
I can't even. Who the fuck was the second? I can't even
The
remember.
frog guy.
Man.
That's the first guy I'm thinking of.
He brought the guy you brought back from the island.
Literally
bro.
the one you found. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
can't believe you forgot about
I
him. It
forgot
wasn't that
about
long
him.
ago. He's right there.
Look, I forgot where he went. Okay, I thought he might.
He goes, hey, Aboriginal man, I'm going to kidnap you and sell you off to this fucking crazed blacksmith. Now go into the Shattered Plains and reconnect the forces of God. And this dude just goes, holy fuck, what the fuck is strawberry milk? This is literally the equivalent of giving Helen Keller a fucking McDonald's Sprite and a ghost pepper and just watching the innate reaction.
Oh my god.
Can once we're done with the Emperor, can I pull Tommy aside and talk to him?
Mhm.
Tommy, something's weird.
Yeah.
Why did he just comes back and acts like nothing happened?
Yeah, we got. Me and Arthur got told earlier that he was apparently coming back. That he was spotted out in out in the field. But yeah, Yumi brought up that there's a chance that this could be like what Gravedigger apparently was talking about, the people replacing people.
That's kind of what I had on my mind a little bit. Something seemed really fucking weird.
I mean, honestly, it's been a while. I don't really remember his attitude.
I mean, he seemed pretty in line with what he normally acts like,
But to be honest, also, like, he's so strong, right? Like,
but here's the thing, though, right? It's like if he believed that there was a traitor amongst his enclave, why would he just come and tell me and you? Like we could literally be the traitor, and
I
then
mean, yeah,
like
we've only been here for like 2 months.
And
Not even.
you guys are like whispering on the side, and then you just hear, "Is something wrong, gentlemen?"
No,
no, we're just conversating.
we're gossiping.
You look unnerved to see me.
Yeah, I'm a little shook.
Oh, it just feels like you might have gotten stronger or something out there. You were already pretty overwhelming, but
Go ahead and do a convince.
Wait, what did he say? My mom was in my room.
I said it feels like you might have gotten even stronger out there. Like you were pretty overwhelming before, but oh god.
I'll give you a +2 because CJ is like backing you up on like, oh yeah, nothing's wrong. But go ahead and do a convince.
This is unnerving. Dear God.
Oh. Mm.
Oh, so you have noticed. Good. Well, like I said, I've been talking with some of the inner workings, and I've kind of narrowed down who I think it is. So I'll be taking care of that. Appreciate you. If you have any questions, there's some work piling up. We should probably do that, and then I think the culmination is attempting to make a move here soon. But how soon? Hard to say. I did notice enhanced activity in some of the areas I was investigating.
You said I kind of whispered. Sorry, people keep coming around. You said that you knew who it was.
I think I do. It's one of the members of the Ethos division. I had to dip before the night games because I believed that if I was there, there was going to be an attack here. I think
Mm.
there's somebody trying to rework the Enclave so that they can get people in. By maybe leaving it, they can't rework it, as it's my magical energy that keeps it tied.
Mm.
But I'm not entirely certain.
Is there any chance that we could help?
Mm, you could do some investigative work, but honestly, I have Ironsley running some of the person. It's the man with all of the forest critters. He's a little odd,
Hmm. That
and he
wouldn't have been
seems
my first.
he
sec-
seems arguably weak to be a part of that group, anyways.
That I did get the impression of.
I mean, him having eyes everywhere would make sense with him just being like kind of like a spy.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Just be careful out there, lads. I think the culmination is going to start moving, and we don't want to be caught off guard.
And we'll do our best. Keep our eyes peeled.
Okay. And he walks away. And like the cold sweat is just on your back.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's leave the Enclave.
Right behind you.
Okay, so y'all leave it, and then it's like the
I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not sure, but he's very scary.
Yeah, that felt weird.
I mean, when I mentioned him being stronger, things got really tense for a minute, but after that, he seemed really normal after that. So I really have no idea what's up with him. Either that or he's just a good actor.
I mean, possibly there's a chance if it is somebody, trying to act like him, that he maybe thought that he was overdoing the power level a little bit and got kind of flustered a little bit. You calling it out? And I'm not sure.
Could be. Which would be concerning. If that made him suspicious, then that would mean that he would have to be stronger than the Emperor just by itself.
Yeah. Stronger or weaker, right? Just depending on. We could tell there was a power difference no matter what, right?
Yeah. But probably stronger.
Well, I mean, I don't know what we can really do for Jeremiah at this point. We kind of just have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, he's a resourceful guy. He'll get out of there, I suppose.
He did.
He's got Ronan with him. At least I remembered his name.
He did too.
It cuts to Sig just going.
Got Frogman, maybe.
Maybe.
Did you try texting him?
Yeah, it said message was unable to be received.
Mm.
Like definitely a weird error.
He did.
Text can't travel between dimensions or something.
Yeah. I mean, we can still go investigate the seal and see if we can do anything with it, but I doubt we'll be able to.
Yeah, it feels like it would probably just be a waste of time at this point, which we don't seem to have a lot of.
Well, CJ, if you wanted to go investigate, and Tommy, you wanted to go to the bar with Arthur, you could.
Yeah, sure. Sounds fine to me. After being told that I can't do anything there, I'd be like, "Yep, all right."
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if any like Elune power stuff, light power works on maybe breaking the seal.
Okay. So you go. You travel to Mustrazia. While you're traveling to Mustrazia, I'm going to run the bar stuff really quick with Arthur and Tommy and them. So Arthur, Big L comes in and he's got 3 people that can help. I don't have pictures yet, but I will get them. So he sits down and he goes, "All right, well, I called around and got what I could. This is my boy 2-Ton Tony. I got my boy Mox Warren, and then I got Lil Butter." And so 2-Ton Tony is your average like this grease head, like dripping in like motor oil, his wife beater stain. He's got the mechanic's hands, like my hands look like that, so that hers can look like this kind of deal. He's kind of just sitting there, and he just goes, "Yo, I'm Two Tone Tony. I got the meanest oil change in all of Australia, baby." He goes, "I traveled all the way here. I heard there's a little bit of a gig that's paying that money." And then he goes, and this is Lil Butter, and Lil Butter is just a obese, like young black guy, and he just goes, "I'm Lil Butter. I'm mean in the kitchen. I just got fired from a Waffle House,
Oh, so you cook that
and
good. Got it.
I cook that good shit, man. I'm all about fast, clean, serve safe. I do the mean shit. Know what I'm saying?
Go cook me something up right quick.
And I always put a little butter.
Let's see how your cooking is. Go cook me something right quick.
What you want?"
Surprise me.
And he goes, "Hey yo, you know all this shit like rotten, right? Like you want me to really surprise you?"
I'm gonna put down 2 bags of groceries, but like, I brought fresh shit. Cook with that.
Alright, you got butter?
Maybe?
The
I don't know.
fuck kind of amateur, man. That's why I fought with the Waffle House manager, man. Ain't letting
Bro, I'm
me,
trying to give you a job, and you sitting here talking shit.
ain't letting me live. And he's gonna just go over and he's gonna make you eggs Benedict and then some like thick cut toast.
God damn. All right. Take a bite.
It's good. It's not like dear heaven, oh great heavens, but you know it's good. It's passable. It's a 7 out of 10.
It's poison.
He probably is trying to kill me. Are you saying that this is pretty good? Would it taste better with butter? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, everything tastes better if you got a little bit of butter.
I mean, you ain't wrong, but all right. All right. Pull out like $10,000. Like, here, you're hired. Go buy us fresh fucking groceries. Make yourself useful. Don't spend it all in one place either.
Shit. I mean, I'm hired, boss.
Yeah.
Shit. Can I sell my mixtape here? Little Butter's Originals.
I'm just gonna blink at him. I'm just gonna blink at him and be like, get the fuck out of the store and go buy the food.
Hey, yo, but this shit is fire. And he just pops in his fucking mixtape and he goes, "Back to the bakery. Give me some eggs and hickory. Back to the motherfucking bakery. What up? What up?"
Just gonna launch a fucking fireball out of my hand at the goddamn mixtape. Don't.
And his mixtape blows up. He goes, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" He goes, "I never had a cassette tape do that shit."
Yeah, it was so fire it blew up. Now go do what I asked you to do.
God damn, so I can't thank you, sir. I'ma sell you, I'ma make you the best. Back to the bakery. What up? Hey, he'll go off and go get the groceries.
What the Big L, come on, bruh.
And goes, "Hey, listen, Meshuggah, you know, I come and I bring what I need to bring into it. You know, Little Butter, he's been with me ever since Mama Lorraine. Yeah, the dementia kind of be fucking with me sometimes. Oh God,
I see that. Too many goddamn hits to the head, bro.
too many. I'm telling you, man. I mean, my mama, she didn't really do anything, but I mean, he made some mean fucking lasagna. Ain't that right, Marks?
That's right. It is
Uh,
quite
this-
good.
This is my good friend. He said, what'd you say you could do here again? You could make drinks and shit, right?
Yes, that's right. I
mean,
I have quite
what
the
the fuck is going on?
experience.
I'm so confused. Wait, what? What the fuck?
I do believe that is Mark's horn.
Oh, okay. That
Sorry,
makes sense.
Excuse me. I was so confused. I was like, what's happening?
So yeah, Mark said he could be the bartender or whatever. You know, kind of keep a watch out on shop and all that. Right, Marks? I mean, you need a place to stay though, right?
That's right, but you know, I'm new in town here, so
he was antagonizing the homeless people in Mastrasia, so I got him out there. But Big L's gym ain't really good for him. He's a little flimsy, but I was thinking maybe get a little bit of Butters cooking, and we'll kind of see what happens.
The homeless people are a problem.
Bro.
Can you fight?
Well, I've got this, and I'm gonna lay a sawed-off shotgun on the table.
Okay.
The best meta power. Bullets.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ.
He goes, Meshuggah, my God, man. So you got, I get it. Lil Butter was always talking about how when he was younger, there was a thing called he opens up a flip pad and it says Little Butter's dictionary, and he goes, they call this one the Caught Lacking Challenge, where a young male will approach another male and pull out a brandished firearm and say, and quote, "Ayo, you lacking," to which they have 5 seconds to also pull out their brandished firearm and then determine whether or not they were caught lacking. I think
And
it's a
if
sign
you
of
have a gun, you get shot.
respect.
No, that's a sign of murder, but okay.
Yes, we used to do it to people back in my day. 173 years ago.
Oh
Wait.
my
How long ago?
173, I think.
How the fuck old are you, bro?
I am 267.
How are you still alive?
Oh, holistic medicine.
This
I'm
motherfucker was
gonna be
born
honest. I
11.
shared a McGranks McGrubble with them. They get the McMac sauce and all that. It's like Mama Loretta's cooking. It's delicious. It's kind of like finger licking good kind of stuff.
Big Al.
And,
Is
yeah,
this
what's up?
motherfucker a meta? He's
hey, yo,
old. There is
hey,
no
yo.
way in hell he's that. Nah.
Mox,
I'm gonna slow time so slow and walk around behind him and pull his pants to his ankles. And move
Okay,
back.
so all of a sudden and then all of a sudden Arthur, you are pantsed.
What the fuck?
Hey yo, Mox, you got superpowers?
Oh, of course not.
Pull my pants up, you lying motherfucker. Fucking goddamn motherfucker. Fuck is this talking 217 years old? What the fuck?
267.
I was trying to give you a couple years, but alright, old man.
I've got more years than you.
Probably be a lot longer too, but that's neither here nor there, you old fucking bastard. You sure you ain't my daddy or some shit like that, or my daddy's daddy dad? God damn.
It is possible.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that you're a whore like our fucking friend Jeremiah, but you never
Well,
know.
I have taken plenty of snatch in my day.
Jesus
Yeah, man.
You're really in the Tom Wizard era. Jesus fucking! I didn't think it would come this fast, but Jesus fucking Christ!
So yeah, Mox, how long have you been doing this and like the bartending and all that? Hey, Mox. God damn it, Mox.
Where
This is
am
what
I?
you bring me. This is what you bring me.
Hey, listen, you said you needed people. I got the best thing, and then you just hear cranking in the fucking in his like broken down fucking old ass car. Back to the bakery. and he goes, hey, I got some groceries, and yeah. Y'all ever hear about that Chaumont place, the bakery or whatever?
Please don't tell me you went there.
Well, yeah, they got some dope ass bread.
God damn it.
Fucking God.
We need
They
to be
were-
more specific.
They were
Yeah,
asking me what I
should've.
was doing, and I said, "Yeah, I'm just building up this new bar."
Motherfucker. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
but it's all right. Their ciabatta, that shit be bussin' on gang.
Yeah, not when they want to fucking kill me. You go
Hey, yo,
fucking stock the back.
Why does a bakery want to kill you?
Go stock the back before I backhand you, boy.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey,
You
yo,
had to call it
uh,
a boy.
back
in
in
that
my
sense.
day, calling someone old boy was a little
It means, homie, go fucking stock it,
racist.
please, so I can pay you. Like, here's another $1,000. Never go there again. Jesus Christ.
but how?
Boy,
But that was the inspiration to Back to the Bakery.
I'm gonna drop
Gotta
kick you,
get
I
those
swear to God.
pastries, you
Oh my
know. Back to the bake, and they'll just go start.
Yo, do you have that mixtape on CD?
I want to
He
stop
goes-
time
he goes,
again and
"Yeah."
fucking and make him make an old fashioned and just have it in front of Arthur. Sir,
So-
here's your drink.
And there's just a drink in front of you.
Alright, motherfucker, you. Okay.
I
I'm
love
gonna
this
just
guy.
fucking down it. Like, all right, old man, you're not
It's-
bad.
It's mwah.
All right, old man. I'm gonna
Alright.
summon Marshmallow to like. I'm just gonna point at him and like I'm gonna point at fucking Marks and tell Marshmallow to go peck him.
I'm gonna stop it in its place.
Okay, I need you to make a hit with all you've got versus a change the game.
Who's who? Mine's a change
Yeah, I was
again.
gonna say who's doing what.
Yours is change the game, Marks, and then Arthur, yours is hit with all you've got.
I'm just gonna use Marshmallow tags.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so Marshmallow goes to "Srah," and then just stops time on Marshmallow. You watch Marshmallow's frozen in place.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Yeah, you just proved my point though. Nice try, old man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's been very few people that can stop him in place, and you're one of them. Nice try though.
I thought it was a good try.
No, I appreciate it. That just shows that you do have powers, but that's okay. Could have just been honest in the first place.
Well, with these things, it's not the best to go and tell people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, so you can control time?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Interesting.
How
Pretty
do
so
you
flash.
think I'm so old?
Yeah, I was about to say you do look older than dirt.
Well,
No offense. but,
when you stop everything in your body from aging,
Why didn't you stop? Okay, I guess.
well,
I was about to say, why do you have wrinkles on wrinkles on wrinkles though?
well, see, when I was a young lad at 86, I.
God damn it!
I manifested this power, and it does not appear that I can revert things, but I can stop them in their place, so I did that.
I see. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I would like you to show my friends when they get here. There is one in particular. His name's Tommy. Pants the shit out of him for me.
Oh,
Huh?
I can do that.
Thank you. Also, you do have the job. Like, I do appreciate it.
Oh,
Like-
much obliged, thank you.
Yeah, there's also a room in the back if you need it. It's a cot and it's got like a shower and shit. Like, it's better than nothing, I guess. But something.
That will be fine. I have lived in much worse conditions. You know, back 193 years ago, I fought in a war against the reigning powers.
Hey, listen, Mox.
Yes.
We don't need you to have another episode with the sawed-off shotgun sitting right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you never know if they come a knocking.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask before
Hey,
you.
listen, so this is a decent crew. Yeah.
Well, I ain't talked to
Two-Ton Tony.
yeah.
Listen, Two-Ton Tony specializes in two things: lifting things that are 2 tons and being Tony. He goes, yeah. My name's Two Ton Tony.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
lifter. I'm a mechanic. Let me show you what I can do.
These two
And he goes and
tons
he just lifts the table and sets it down somewhere over there, and he goes, easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna get along with him.
Can you see that fucking thing that he stopped right here?
Yeah. Y'all can.
Oh. Okay, so Big L, why are you just now telling me you know all these people?
Well, I mean, you never asked, and we've only really known each other for about 2.5 weeks. And I feel like it would just be a complete inconsequential ability for me to just give you my entire backstory, as if by some culmination of God that we would have to be pushing this forward in order to develop some sort of narrative so that you would have a connection to these characters, so that when they're taken away from you, they would disappear.
Big L,
And then he goes,
you're
and then he just goes,
rambling again.
he goes, sorry, that was a weird thing to say.
I was about to say, where the hell is that intelligence for all the other times?
And he goes, yeah, honestly, Meshuggah, I just think we need some of that Lasagna. And he goes,
Jesus.
yeah, but Two Ton Tony, what's your talent? See, we always knew the talents growing up, not this fancy schmancy fucking killing curses and shit like that. By the way, are we gonna do that? Dude, it's like $15,000. You know how much 15 bands will do? And then you just hear Lil Butter go, "Did I just hear 15 racks?"
Yeah.
Didn't you have anything left over from buying groceries? I'm legit curious.
Yeah, but I mean, I put it on the table, and you see the money, the leftovers on the table.
That was yours to keep, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And he just comes back out. He goes, and you just watch. He snatches that shit, and he goes, "Yeah." And Two Ton Tony goes, "I have my ability as a mechanic is to deal with customers. I'm more that social kind of guy. I have the ability to be ignorant in any situation."
Hell yeah.
So you'll definitely be a good doorman.
Fuck you mean I'll be a good doorman? I'll be the greatest doorman.
All right. Now I gotta ask, can you fight? Like, I got some shit that might be going on.
Two Ton Tony's got 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils. Two Ton Tony is a complete being. Two Ton Tony has reached enlightenment. I read the book.
I'm gonna slow his speech down like ever so slightly.
And he goes, Two Ton Tony is what the thing be doing. I'ma lift that shit to the world.
I'm just gonna look at Marks and just give him a slow clap.
Fucking wheezing. All right, we're gonna cut over to CJ. CJ, as you're driving over to Bustrazium, all of a sudden you're gonna get boop 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 boop. Your ringtone is gonna go off, and you see that it is an unknown number.
Hello?
Congratulations, lucky winner! Due to your interest in O-Stocks, we have finally realized that you have won the raffle. To be connected to Treetop Golfing, press 1.
What? Is that the only thing it says?
Yep.
I'm gonna press it.
All of a sudden, you hear the phone pick up.
Hey, welcome to Treetop Golfing. I hear you got some interest in some lessons. Just so you know, we do have a deal going on with every 5 lessons you get a Davidoff Royal Release cigar, one of the high-end stuff. This is a luxury business. And can I get your name and number, please?
You called me.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're doing the automated robot shit now. Yeah, so would you like to meet me at a good old nice country club, Treetop Golfing, for some lessons? First one's free of charge.
I'm kind of on the way somewhere, but I mean, do you want to come with me?
Go with you,
Yeah.
sir. I'm at work. I work till 8. Plus I gotta get home and feed my kids. You know, I love me some grilling. But here, let me give you my contact information. Fucking some like made up bullshit number. And whenever you get some free time, call me back. And oh yeah, by the way, when you call, ask for Tree Panther.
Tree Panther. Okay. Huh.
Yes, sir.
What a weird turn of events.
Do you look up Tree Panther?
Yeah.
Tree Panther is a world-renowned golfer. Best of his age, won every single Masters for the past 15 years until he retired.
Huh.
You
That's
also
cool.
know that he now operates a high-end country club in the upper echelons of Ostox, which means if you were able to get there, you would be able to get your way into the upper levels of Ostox where you believe May's mother may be kept.
Whoa, say that again?
He owns a country club in
Uh-huh.
Upper Ostox, which is where you believe that May's mother may be kept in the upper regions of Ostox. There was no way for you to get in. This is now an inn.
Oh. I'm not going to Jeremiah's anymore.
Deja vu.
No. I'll still go to Jeremiah's.
Okay. So, out of character, now that Caleb has officially been introduced, Caleb is going to be your Ostox NPC representative. So,
Hell yeah.
when you guys are doing missions in Ostox, depending on your relationship with Treetop Panther, you will be able to recruit him for missions.
Okay.
I hope you like golfing.
Why do I feel
And
like we
also,
now have? Sorry.
go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say my guy is literally just a dad, Tree Panther, and he the reason why his name is Tree Panther, it's a play on words of fucking Tiger Woods. He's a big fan, and yeah, man, like just get ready to fucking hear me with phone calls with my kids like 90% of the time on jobs, and we can't take too long because I got a family.
Oh man.
We built Caleb's character like last week, and it's so fucking funny. Okay, so you get to the painting and you go in, and I immediately need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh, good. Hit us with the fat one. Come on.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay, nothing happens.
Like in the room? Okay, cool. So I'm not dead.
I will tell you now, any investigations or attempts on the painting are going to be futile, as you were not chosen by the painting.
Cool. Okay.
So you can try whatever you would like to try. There's nothing that you can do to revert it or do anything about it. So unfortunately, you are SOL for trying to get in.
Okay. Guess I would probably just snap a couple more pictures of it. Maybe of certain like areas, like maybe where it's ripped and shit like that. Just in case, like get into contact with Jeremiah or anybody else that might be able to help later.
Okay.
Well, I mean, at this point, I guess if I've got time, I would go to the the Tree Panther area.
Okay. So with that, his helicopter will personally come and pick you up. So you get picked up by the helicopter, and you will be brought to the Treetop Golfing. You'll be brought to the private driving range, and you will see Treetop Panther there with his driver, and you will get airlifted down. And then, okay, Caleb, you are you see the person that you are calling. You're given a little bit of information based off the public
like-
number, so you know he's just a bar owner, and that's it.
All right, fucking like when you walk up, I want to be just hitting fucking piss missiles with my driver, like just sending that shit.
Piss.
I got a fucking a like drink on the ground. It's just straight up like whiskey on rocks, and I'm smoking a cigar while just hitting them.
It's a nice form you got there.
No, Jesus, scared the shit out of me.
Uh,
Oh fuck.
you
Hey,
can
man,
tell a helicopter flying up.
Nah, man, I hear that shit happen, come and go all the time. You could have been anyone here. What's your name? Who are you?
My name's CJ. I'm the guy. I think I talked to you earlier on the phone.
Oh yeah, welcome, CJ. This is my country club. There's a lot of rich white folks here, so if you ever need a job somewhere, go talk to one of them. You'll probably get it. You're pretty handsome. You'll be fine. Um, yeah. So you want some golf lessons?
Sure. I mean, I guess that's what I'm here for, right?
Hey man, I guess so. If you buy 5 lessons right now, I'll let you smoke one of my cigars.
Huh? I thought I won a sweepstakes. What is this?
Yeah,
Hey, what you-
you won the free 1 lesson.
Yeah, you got a single, only 1 lesson, my man. This is an $850 box of 10 cigars here. Okay, these are high end. All right.
Can I try out 1 lesson to see if I even like golf?
Sure, why not? Here you go. And I want to hand him my driver mic,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk you up and go. All right, have you ever swung a golf club before?
No.
Not even once. You ever hit like a baseball bat? You hit, you ever play sports in general?
Uh, Not really.
All right. Well, all right. So
And then
I,
your phone's gonna start going off, Treetop Panther.
I go, hello?
I thought I told you it was your turn to get the kids.
Oh, shut the fuck up, woman. I'm at work
I
right
told
now.
you be giving that shit to
No,
me.
no. Unless the kids need me right now, they know daddy's
They
at
don't
work.
need you, but you're the better cook. I only got Kraft mac and cheese and Hot Pockets.
Oh wow, no shit. The fucking expired ones, those hot pockets are freezer burnt. Look,
While he's doing that, I'm gonna set his driver down and I'm gonna make like a spectral hockey stick. And I'm gonna try to hit the golf ball with it as hard as possible.
So
And then-
while you're watching that, Caleb, you can see
Yeah.
the spectral golfy hockey stick.
okay. I wanna just like turn. I kind of like stop talking, and she just yelled at me. I go, honey, I'll call you back in a couple minutes. And I hang up the phone. I fucking just hang it up. I put it on do not disturb. Put it in my pocket.
I hit
Hey,
it as hard as possible.
you just like what, like Happy Gilmore it? You just fucking
Yeah, literally, exactly.
So how far does it go? Is there
I don't know. I hit it. That's up to Mike.
yeah, Mike
it-
had
At least
because
20 feet.
with the spectral hockey stick,
yeah.
it doesn't go far at all.
I go, it's all about the special type of ball you use. And I go, here. And I pick up the driver off the ground and I hand it to him. And I go, that was really cool what you just did, but watch this. And I'm gonna like step you up. I'm gonna guide you. I'm like, all right, make sure your feet are like shoulder length apart, they're like parallel with it. You
Mhm.
gotta like do some practice swings when your arms fully extend. You want to be just above the grass. And then I like help guide it to him. And I want to fucking just hit that shit with them as hard as I can.
Okay. Do you use one of your special balls or just
Yes.
a normal? Okay. So CJ, you watch a special golf ball come up, and you notice that this one has eyes and mouths, and it goes,
What are we gonna do this time?
and it just gets fucking slammed, and you watch it just go like 300 fucking miles an hour, and you just hear,
And then just a little ding in the sky. It's like,
yeah, and it just does that ding.
it's better if you hit them right when they start talking so you don't have to argue with them.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of sports, but I don't think the balls usually talk, right?
I mean, you've never played golf, you don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You just tried using a hockey stick. I don't want to hear that you're
Wait.
like a professional sports player. Do you know
Wait,
who I am?
wait,
I am
wait.
Tree Panther. You know that, right?
Wait, you saw the hockey stick?
Yeah, I did. And you saw the talking ball, right?
Ah, damn. So you got powers and shit.
No. And then I wink at him.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
this
kinda-
guy.
I'm just gonna stare back at him like, what are you
Here,
up to?
Oh.
you know, Mike, what time is it in game?
It would be like 4:30.
4:30. Well, I am going to leave and go deal with my bitch of a wife. Gonna go take care of my 2 little ones. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down my information, my house address and shit. I'm gonna put it on a piece of paper. I'm just gonna hand it to him. Be like, here you go. Make sure when we meet, it's before dinner time. I'm on a tight schedule. You know, I got meetings, I got fucking kids, and you know, that goddamn piece of shit you just heard call me. But don't worry, it's going well. Yeah, hit me up sometime.
He did ask you what are you up to? So
What am
was
I up
that
to?
just you basically just brushing that aside and giving him that and then leaving? Or
Yeah, because I'm not talking
okay.
here.
Okay. Okay.
I'd rather
Dang.
talk at my house,
Okay.
dude. What the fuck?
Okay.
I want flex.
Damn. Okay.
I want
so you-
flex.
You watch as he leaves, and he gets in an extremely expensive-looking sports car, and just gets out. And you watch as the helicopter flies over to pick you up and drop you back off.
I'm just gonna stand there for a second and be like, damn, that lesson was one swing that he swung for me.
You goddamn right.
I almost
Now you
paid for 5 swings.
Yep.
And a cigar.
And a cigar, a high-end cigar. Thank you very
Did he
much.
leave his cigars there in a rush off to his family?
Yes.
I'm taking those cigars with me.
Them bitches strong. Have fun. You're gonna be buzzed. You're probably gonna puke.
I don't even smoke. I'm just gonna get something out of
Oh,
this shit. I'm gonna give them to the homies that actually smoke.
Okay. Alrighty, gamers.
I mean, at this point, I guess I would go tell May that I have an end to that fucking place.
Okay, so you text her or whatever, and she goes, "That's awesome. Treetop Panther is sick." And then she sends a photo. She's got a golf head, like a club head cover of Treetop Panther.
I mean, yeah, I guess he's sick. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
Real swell. Real
You
swell
called
guy.
her to tell her you didn't want to talk
Oh, I don't want to talk about him. The day, I got some cigars from him in one swing of a golf ball.
Okay. All right, boys. What's everybody feeling? I know Sig's got to bounce here soon.
I don't think we're doing it tonight, so I can actually go longer if you guys want.
Arthur, you need to go though, yeah?
Yeah, I've got right in an hour, and I need to get some fucking food in my stomach.
I think this is a good stopping point because I wanted to talk to Colby about his character and potentially Steph if she's available, but if not, that's also fine. I just want to get an idea of, and we can do it over the week. What is everybody feeling as their next steps?
So, is the old man a temp character because we have no way of getting to Sig for a while?
Correct.
Okay.
So this is kind of one of the things that I'm doing with like these guest characters and so on and so forth. I'm okay with Sig's character being like the barback, and then if Sig goes and does something on his own, that he can like sub in and so on and so forth. I do not mind if you want those things, but for example, Sig's second character is going to get like virtually 5% story development in comparison. It's
Makes
basically
sense.
there. It's basically there to be a placeholder so that I don't have to say, "Well, Sig, sorry, like either you're here and I have to awkwardly like spoil shit that technically the party shouldn't know, or I have to basically like if Sig and I were to just be doing Shattered Plains stuff outside of like stuff that isn't like heavy spoilers, I'd have to be like dragging him down, which means y'all would just kind of be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. So this allows him to play while we wait to get back.
Seems like a good
Gotcha.
So,
Okay,
and the same thing with these guest characters. These are so that like you guys can have allies that I don't have to fully pilot, and it allows my other friends to give City of Mist a try.
Yeah, dude.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sir.
Nice, nice attempt at a Happy Gilmore there, CJ.
So I would
Why did
say
you make a hockey stick?
Yeah, why would you make a
literally
hockey
for
stick?
the meme of Happy Gilmore?
Jeez, this
That's
is coming from the
what-
dude who's like, "Can we watch Shrek 3?"
Yeah,
Mike, make sure.
I watch movies. I don't play sports.
Mike, make sure when we do our IRL session that you have Shrek 3 on hand.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I feel like the IRL session we have to actually plan it around something like something sick, like a sick session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Be kind of funny if we did that and then it was just a session where like nothing really happened.
Honestly though, IRL D&D, like Steph can definitely attest because she literally played IRL D&D with me for like a year and a half. Every session is pretty much a banger. It's just so fun, like with snacks and just you get to see me like do all my voices and be like over. I'm very animate and I talk very much with my hands and like my body. I like move around constantly. And like it literally like if somebody was just watching me through my window, it would look like I'm stroking the fuck out. Especially because when I'm doing like two-tongue Tony, I literally have my hands like curled and I'm like rocking them back and forth while I talk to you all. And it's like that's how I remember of like how to sound and shit like that.
Well, I guess to
I
answer
love
your question, I guess my next thing is going to be, I guess, to start figuring out how to get to May's mom. I guess.
You get this note when you look in the cigar box.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my. Secret message.
Secret
Come
message.
along. Okay.
Okay.
Message in a cigar.
So, with that, lads, I would say we are good and dandy. A couple things. CJ, I want to do your interaction with Tree Panthers sometime this week, privately, and then Sig, I want to do your furthering of the Shattered Plains until you are out of until the painting is repaired. I want to be doing that privately as well.
All right, sounds good to me.
So I will hit you all up on how we are doing that. CJ and Caleb, your thing should be quick. So honestly, if you guys are willing to stay around, we could do that right now. I just would want to drag you, me, basically no chance Sig or Sean.
Where?
It's cool. Like I said,
Sounds
I
good
gotta
to me.
get food anyway, so yeah.
I don't care.
Thank
chilling.
you, Sean. Love you. Have fun in raid.
Have fun.
I'm gonna go kill myself, so probably not.
Good luck. I'm glad I'm not there.
Yay.
Hey,
That's
CJ,
spirit.